After being a superstar in New York for quite some time, Odell Beckham Jr. would get traded to the Cleveland Browns, where it wouldn't really go as planned. And so this is where we take over to try and save the 26-year-old Odell Beckham Jr. I was unaware he was this young when he got traded to the Cleveland Browns. I thought he was at least like 27, 28 maybe. But no, he is a 97 overall superstar X Factor. We also have Baker Mayfield, which I am very excited to use because, my God, in these Madden 20 rebuilds, Baker Mayfield legit turns into a god. An 84 overall superstar entering his second year. Baker's looking to revive the city of Cleveland. I promise you, we will not be... Well, I actually can't make any exceptions for if we'll trade for Deshaun Watson because he's pretty good in Madden 20. But we also have Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb, Superstar X Factor. He is also... Or not Superstar X Factor, but Superstar. He's entering year 2 as well. And I low-key want to trade Kareem Hunt so we can start him. But Kareem Hunt's also in year 2. So, I mean... I guess I'll keep him for the time being. Dude, this team is actually really good because if you look on defense, we've also got a year 2 Denzel Ward. Dude, that draft class was insane for the Browns. If only they kept Baker, they would be cooking. We've also got Myles Garrett, who's very young. He's in year 3, so that should be exciting. And outside of that, defense is kind of just whatever. But we have some massive building blocks on this team. So first order of business, I'm going to try to upgrade these players. David Njoku. Okay, so he's the only one with the skill point. We're going to take that. But you know what? I'm going to set my season goal. I think we're good enough to make the playoffs. I truly think we are. And although we are in the midst of... No, AB's on the Raiders at this point, so we're chilling. But Le'Veon Bell... I think he's on the Jets too. So the Steelers aren't good. The Bengals aren't good because they don't even have Joe Burrow yet. Only thing is probably the Ravens, which Lamar hasn't even won MVP yet. This would be his first year starting. So the AFC North is wide open. And we are 6-1. Yeah, the Cleveland Browns are legit a dynasty in these Madden 20 rebuilds. Although Baker Mayfield, 12-4, but his stats aren't that good. Kareem Hunt, however, is going crazy. Nick Chubb, I feel kind of bad for. I feel kind of bad for Nick Chubb. I feel like I kind of want to trade him, but... I don't know, man. Odell, 316, 4 touchdowns. Myles Garrett, 6 sacks, mid-season point. Denzel, 1 interception. I don't know, man. I feel like we're kind of wasting Nick Chubb, but I will keep him. I kind of want to see what happens to Kareem Hunt after the season, and we also got to pay him. So there's that. I mean, he is already a 91 overall. So you know what? I guess I will pay him. We've got 29 mil in cap. I'm going to pay Kareem Hunt. He's a 92 overall, apparently. I just got to figure out what I'm going to do with Nick Chubb. But in the meantime, I guess I'm going to upgrade these players. Antonio Callaway, I remember him. But we're 6-1, man. Like, we're more than likely going to win the division and probably get a first-round bye. Well, we have a first-round bye because we went 14-1-1 in our very first year. Baker, best offense in the league. Baker, 4,000 yards, 37 touchdowns. Yeah, Kareem Hunt, we've got to keep him. Nick Chubb, I don't know, man. I don't want to waste his career, but it's like we might have to. Odell, only with 900 yards, man. We got to give Odell back up to prime Odell. 900 yards. He's a 99 overall. That should not... a 99 overall should not be putting up only 900 yards. But I mean, Jarvis Landry, I'm not going to complain, man. I mean, we're 14-1. I'm not going to complain. Best offense in the league and 6th best defense. I also got to check to see what Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward did. Myles Garrett, 19 sacks. Denzel, 2 interceptions. He's probably still a superstar. He is. Myles Garrett's probably going to be a 99, right? 95. Okay. And Baker's already got some skill points. We got to upgrade him. He is up to a 91 with the +3 morale, making him still a superstar. But I guarantee you he will be a superstar X Factor in no time. We're going to be taking on the 9-7 Buffalo Bills, which they should also have a baby Josh Allen, and he is a 78 overall, year 2. Their best players in 87, Micah Hyde, 87, Tre'Davious White. And is Tre'Davious White only a star dev? Wow, he is. That is kind of disrespectful, I'm not going to lie, man. And the Bills don't even have Stephon Diggs yet. They don't have anybody. Well, let's see what we do. Cleveland. I mean, we should breeze past this postseason run. There's no way we don't. There's no way, dude. Our team is way too good. 24-7, 24-10. Okay, the Bills are starting to make a little comeback here, but that should be all she wrote. Yeah, Myles Garrett had 4 sacks that game in his very first playoff game. That is insane. Josh Allen didn't play bad. 300 yards. Baker actually had 2 interceptions, but I mean, aside from that, he played good. Kareem, 111. Jarvis had a touchdown. Odell, 78 yards and 2 tutties. Love to see that from Odell. Well. We've got to play Deshaun Watson to get to the Super Bowl. This is like prime Deshaun Watson, too. He's got a 99 D-Hop, 98 JJ Watt. Where is he at? Okay, he's an 85 superstar, but he is actually good. You know, he's still good. This isn't Cleveland Browns Deshaun Watson. Here we go, man. The city of Cleveland. This is the biggest game in Cleveland Browns history right here. We have a chance to make it to the Super Bowl, and we're doing it on our own soil. So this is probably the biggest day in Cleveland history, I guess, since the Cavaliers won. What if even Cleveland Browns are going to the Super Bowl? Some pretty mediocre quarterback play from both sides, but I mean, I'm sure both defenses were very good. Kareem had 93 yards, but Nick Chubb is the one that gets the touchdown. 4 attempts, 8 yards. Baker, 17 yards, a touchdown. Odell only had 31 yards, but he did have a touchdown, the lone receiving touchdown. So he continues his streak. Joe Schobert had 2 sacks. Myles Garrett also chipped in with 1, of course. Well, it is now the Chicago Bears' turn. Look at these skill points that we have. Oh my God. I'm just going to upgrade everybody. I mean, Mitchell Trubisky ends up winning MVP. Okay, that is a plot twist. I did not see that coming. Baker finishes 4th. Kareem Hunt finishes 10th. Okay, so I don't think we can trade Kareem Hunt. I think we've got to trade Nick Chubb and see what I can get, because he's a superstar dev. He's too good just to be sitting on the bench and not doing anything. But the Bears still have Khalil Mack at a 99, prime Khalil Mack. Eddie Jackson's a 93, Kyle Fuller. Okay, so the Bears are no joke here, man. They've got a young Roquan Smith. And Mitchell Trubisky's only an 80, and he just won MVP. What is he, a star dev? And he won MVP. That is, what is his stats? What was his stats looking like? 4,000 yards, 34 touchdowns, 8 picks. Okay, I can see it. But I think Baker still deserved it. And speaking of Baker, he is a superstar X Factor. Jarvis Landry up to a superstar. Kareem up to a superstar. And defensively, everybody's the same, but it's the offense, man. Kareem, Nick Chubb, Odell's 99. I'm waiting for Njoku to get that depth trait too. But I can't get too greedy, man. We're in the Super Bowl in our very first season. We're trying to get Odell his first Super Bowl because he has not gotten one yet. His time with the Los Angeles Rams did not happen. Okay, it is officially time. We are already up 7-0. Now, this is the biggest day in Cleveland Browns history. I'm just going to say it. It is. This is 14-3, 14-6 to Cleveland Browns. The city of Cleveland is ready to celebrate. Come on, we got to hold the league MVP. Come on. 24-19. Come on. We're not going to be able to do it. Come on, Baker. We need a money drive. We need a money drive from you, sir. You just got your superstar X Factor. You've got to hit somebody like Odell Beckham Jr. or Kareem Hunt out of the backfield. That works too. All we need is a field goal, so we can just run the rock here. We don't gotta get too greedy here. Just hand the ball off to Kareem Hunt. Gets shut down by Leonard Floyd, I believe. Yep, Leonard Floyd. Okay, Baker, you've got a 99 overall Odell Beckham Jr. Let's use him, huh? Let's throw to him. He's wide open underneath, but he's not gonna throw it. Baker, what are you doing? You can't take a sack there, Baker. 4th and 13. It is not looking good. You've got to go to Jarvis or Odell here, Baker. You have to. You have to. Come on, sir. You can't hold the ball, sir. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, they're going to kick a field goal, so we still have time. Baker, you've got a second chance here. Let's try and throw to Odell. Maybe that would be good. That would be a good game plan, I would think. There we go. Oh, my God. He's chucking it deep. He's chucking it deep to Odell. And he's underthrown it. Okay. Well, good news is we still have 57 seconds left. So come on, Baker. Come on, buddy. You can't. Baker, what is your obsession with taking sacks? Pause. Why are you so obsessed with taking sacks? Oh my God, our offensive line is not that bad. Our offensive line is not that bad, Baker. Come on. Well, we just witnessed a disaster class from Baker Mayfield. I'm not gonna lie. Baker, I mean, he did play better than Trubisky, which is, I mean, Trubisky did have more yards, but he had 2 interceptions. Baker only had 1. But Baker did have, what, 2 fumbles I saw? Yep, 2 fumbles from Baker. Unacceptable. Kareem Hunt, 134 and a touchdown. We wasted that masterclass from him. Jarvis, 52 yards. Odell did not do much at all. Same for David Njoku. Or unlike David Njoku, who had 67 yards and a touchdown. Joe Schobert with a half a sack and a pick. Denzel had a pick, and Myles Garrett had an interception. Well, I mean, we're definitely going to be back. We're going to be back in the big game. It's just depressing that we couldn't get it done. Come so close, yet come so far. Well, I think I'm going to let everybody walk here except for Joe. I got to re-sign Joe. Joe's got to get himself a bag. But after that, I'm just going to let everybody walk. The offensive line is not worth re-signing. Not worth re-signing anybody. Got 21 mil in cap. Kendall Fuller, Miles Jack. I mean, we don't really... Drew Brees is a free agent. Okay, we definitely don't need Drew Brees. Maybe we get Hocklin Dix. He's 27. I'll offer him a little deal. I think that's really all I'm going to do here. We do need a free safety, so actually let me go get Devin McCourty. Now this is going to be the last thing I'm going to do. Okay, we get both of them. Sweet. So we have pick 31 this year. I don't think we're going to be able to draft anybody worth it at all, but maybe I'm wrong. I want to draft an offensive lineman, but there's no good ones. Maybe that's center in round 3. Maybe I'll just go with this defensive tackle, Reggie Gentry, normal dev. I'm just hoping that center is there because he's like one of the only dudes I actually wanted. Okay, still there. Scheme fits, mid-third rounder. I guess we'll take him. Normal dev, but it is what it is. He'll be a starter regardless. Then round 3, I'm going to still try and... Actually, you know what? Let's go with this right outside linebacker. Why not? Let's do it. Back to back to back normal devs. That is upsetting. Okay, as we look at this squad, we're an 84 overall entering year 2. First thing I'm going to do is trade Nick Chubb. I mean, Kareem Hunt was just in the MVP conversation, so he's top 10 in voting. So I'm going to try and trade him. Try and get, you know, something. 2 first-round picks, is that crazy? Okay, we can just settle for 1. Maybe like a third-round pick. A first and a third for a superstar halfback, really? There's no way they're not going to accept that. I'm really going to have to throw in like a couple of draft picks for this? Really? Well, okay. Nick Chubb, a third and a fifth for a first-round pick. Our offensive line is pretty brutal. I'm not going to lie to you. So this I feel like Baker might take a little bit of a regression this year. Maybe not, but I feel like he could. It's very possible considering this offensive line is terrible, but our goal is still to make it to the Super Bowl. I'd be lying if I said we weren't Super Bowl contenders regardless of the offensive line. Okay, mid-season point, we're 5-2. The Steelers are kind of gaining ground on us. They're, what, 4-3? Myles Garrett, obviously, we're going to offer him 100 mil. 100 M's for Myles Garrett. That's obvious. David Njoku, I mean, I guess so. Yeah, he's only 24. I guess I'll offer him 29 mil. Not that I was against it, but I was just kind of going to wait till the end of the season and honestly wait to check his stats first. Probably should have done that. But Baker is 11th in passing yards, 11 touchdowns. Kareem Hunt, 600 yards. Baker is finally feeding Odell. That is what I want to see, man. Odell, 500 yards to the midseason point. He is going to have 1,000 yards, or he should at least. He's on pace. Myles Garrett, 6 sacks. Where's our boy Denzel? Denzel, no interceptions, no nothing. Kind of just running cardio out there. But David Njoku, 285, 3 touchdowns. That's not bad for a tight end at all. Those are great numbers. Because of that, we have a top 10 offense and a top 2 defense. So we are still chilling even with a putrid offensive line. So I'm feeling confident we can yet again reach the Super Bowl. Well, we got a first round bye. We went 13-3, so 1 win less than last year. But Baker, 4,000 yards essentially, 36 touchdowns. Kareem, 1,400 yards, 10 touchdowns. Odell eclipsed 1,000 yards with 7 touchdowns. Denzel did have an interception. He also had half a sack. Myles Garrett with 15.5. He's easily a 99, right? Yeah, he's a 99. And year 4, our offense is top 2, and I was gonna say, I couldn't imagine our defense wasn't better. In the divisional round, the Texans are coming to town. The team that we beat in the conference championship, if you forgot. We know what they have already. 99 D-Hop, JJ Watt, Deshaun's in 88. We're in 87, they're in 85. Cleveland, it is time. This is our redemption season. This is our revenge season. We are taking the results of last season personally. I don't want it any other way. Okay, all right. We were up 21-0, right? Were we not just up 21-0, Baker? Please, like, come on. Can you please beat the guy that's going to replace you in the future, please? Thank you. All right, there we go. Wow, they had a quarterback masterclass. That was a duel for sure. That might be the best Baker Mayfield game that I've seen so far. Kareem did have 100 yards. Njoku, 52 yards. Kareem, 103 and a touchdown. Receiving, by the way. Odell, yet again, with a multi-touchdown playoff game. Although his yards aren't the greatest. Joe Schobert did have an interception. I mean, that's why I re-signed him, man. I knew, or I mean, just from watching him play last postseason run, this man is a game changer. The Chargers, before Justin Herbert, they reached the conference championship. David Njoku, like that skill point upgrade. Who do they don't still have Phillip Rivers. They've got to have like an NPC quarterback. They do have Phillip Rivers. He's still a superstar X Factor? Brother, he's like 40. He's 38 years old. They've got Derwin, Melvin Gordon, superstar X Factor, Keenan Allen, superstar, Joey Bosa, superstar X Factor. Okay, this team is pretty solid. Nothing too crazy, but it's actually surprising they still have Phillip Rivers. But yet again, another team that we are a higher overall than. Another game, another very important postseason game for the Cleveland Browns. This is just the new era Cleveland Browns, baby. This is what we got to look forward to. Stressful postseason games in Cleveland, and this one's stressful already, man. We're down 3, not stopping the Chargers at all. 24, 31, 24. We've got to score a touchdown. We do, but we go to overtime where we are getting an interception from Terrence Mitchell. Okay, all we have to do, Baker, all we have to do is just drive down the field. Drive down the field and kick a field goal. It's all we got to do. We're in field goal range. Baker, all we got to do, man, just pound the rock with Kareem Hunt. Don't take a sack because I've seen you take so many of those. Thank you, Kareem. Kareem's got 115 yards this game, man. Just keep pounding the rock. I would love to get Odell a touchdown here, but we don't need that. Let's be realistic here. Just got to pound the rock with Kareem Hunt and kick a field goal and go to another Super Bowl. Oh my God, we're actually passing. Why? Why are we passing? Why? He's gonna take another sack, isn't he? He's gonna Baker, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing back there? Not only that, but we get a holding call. Can we just run the ball, please? Baker's going to take another sack and get out of field goal range. I already know it. Baker, please, brother. Please, brother. Thank you. Thank you for just throwing the ball. Thank God. I just kick the field goal and let us go to another Super Bowl, please. There we go. The field goal is good. Phillip Rivers had a great game, but he also threw an interception, whereas Baker did not with 3 touchdowns. Kareem, 112 and a touchdown. Odell with his best postseason game yet in a Browns uniform, 127. Doesn't get a touchdown, but he had a lot of yards. Callaway took all the touchdowns. Same for Njoku, who had 1. And look at the skill points we have here. Kareem Hunt is a 97 with the +2 morale. He should be a superstar X Factor soon because he is actually ridiculous. Denzel, he's up to a 94. Still a superstar, unfortunately. The Chicago Bears, it's a Super Bowl rematch. Oh, yes, this is the true redemption season. This is the true redemption season, man. We are coming back with a vengeance. We are taking what was taken from us. Is "tooken" even a word? We were taking what was taken from us. 88 overall all across the board. Kareem Hunt finally gets a superstar X Factor. Denzel still searching for it, but my God, man, this team is looking amazing. There is no way we lose this game. There is no way we lose to the Chicago Bears again. There is no way we lose to the Chicago Bears again. It's got to be a fluke. We've got to prove last year was a fluke. There is no way we lose to the Bears again, man. 14-6, 17-6. There we go. Defense is holding them. Defense is holding that fraud, Mitchell Trubisky. 24-13, make it 31-13. It got pretty close at the end, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because we're Super Bowl champions in Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. We get it done. Jarvis Landry gets MVP, 94 yards, 2 tutties. I mean, I'm not gonna say no to that. I just got to see the other stats. There he is, man. Look who's holding that Lombardi, or he was holding it. Now it's Joe Schobert, but Odell, Baker, Kareem Hunt, and Joe Schobert with Freddie Kitchens in the back just chilling. I wonder what Freddie Kitchens is up to nowadays. I mean, I guess I could kind of see why it didn't go to Baker because he threw for 2 interceptions, but Baker still played really well, so I don't really get that. Kareem, 85 and a tutty. Jarvis, you got 94 and 2 touchdowns. Your Super Bowl MVP. Odell kind of taking the game off. Kind of just did not want to show up for the Super Bowl. Someone who didn't take off is Myles Garrett, who had a sack and a half. Sheldon Richardson, 2 sacks. Olivier Vernon, a sack. Oh my God, we had a plethora of sacks. You know what? I am good on all these guys except Larry. Actually, no, we don't have enough cap for that, to be honest. I kind of want to enter free agency, see what free agents there are. I think this is the free agency where Deshaun Watson becomes a free agent. Oh my God, Marshawn Lattimore. Yep, there he is. There's Deshaun. We're staying away from you, buddy. We are staying away from you. And we need a left tackle. Let's go get Ronnie Stanley. I wanted to go get Marshawn Lattimore, but we're not going to, unfortunately. We got bigger fish to fry. We've got to get this left tackle here, Ronnie Stanley. Maybe even Brandon Brooks. Do we have cap for that? I don't think we are. Actually, we do. We barely have cap. We have the cap to do so. Brandon Brooks, I'm giving you, I just emptied the piggy bank for you. So hopefully we get 2 massive offensive linemen. 2 new additions. Stanley rejected us, but Brandon Brooks accepted. So I guess at least we got one of them. And Marshawn Lattimore is still a free agent. I don't know if I'm going to be able to have the cap. Actually, I do. I do have cap. How do I have cap? Actually, I don't have enough to get him exactly what he wants. Oh, no, I do. I have enough. Whereas only offers, so I feel like we should be good. I feel like this is a little impulsive because I'm not going to have money for Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward and all of them. But we do get Marshawn Lattimore. One of my favorite players, Baker Mayfield. We got to pick up his 5th-year option. Yes, he is going to be our long-term a long-term guy. So we're going to pick up his 5th-year option. That's going to give us an extra year to wait on him. I forgot, we did already pay Myles Garrett, but we got to pay Denzel Ward this upcoming year, I believe. And so we've got pick 9 from the Cardinals and pick 32. I could go with the left tackle if there's a good one here, but I don't think there is. There's no good left tackles. That's unfortunate. But I could go with a free safety because I don't think I re-signed McCourty, and Kerry Levine looks insane. We are going to go with him. Look at his combine report. Kerry is insane. Hidden dev. 75 overall free safety. Yeah, that's a perfect replacement for McCourty. And all the way down the spectrum to pick 32, I'm thinking maybe I'll go with this right guard, maybe move him to left guard. I don't know. I just kind of want a body on the offensive line. He's a 75 overall. And our 2nd round pick, I mean, I could go with I guess I'll go with the center. Why not? Randall. I did just draft the center last draft, but oh well. This team is looking great, man. I wish we got our hands on Ronnie Stanley. Unfortunately, we did not. But I mean, we just won a Super Bowl with a terrible offensive line that we just improved. And now we added a superstar, Marshawn Lattimore. We added a stud free safety rookie. So I think a dynasty is on the horizon here. I don't want to get too cocky, too confident, too all the above, but I think the Browns are sitting pretty here. So let me, without further ado, set my season goal to making the Super Bowl. I wish there was a win the Super Bowl option. There's not, because we are easily going to win another Super Bowl. We're going back to back. We should have gone back to back to back. We should have three-peated. Unfortunately, the Bears got us the first year. No shocker here. We're 5-2. We've got to pay Denzel Ward though. I'm scared we don't have enough cap for him. I'm really scared. Just kidding. We do. I don't know where all this cap is coming from, but we have more than enough. And realistically, I can re-sign Brandon Brooks, but I'm going to wait. No. I'll just do it now. He's not going to regress that bad, I don't think. He's an offensive lineman. He's a guard. Let's check out this season's stats. Baker, 15 in passing yards, 14 and 2 is a crazy touchdown interception ratio. Kareem Hunt looking like he's going to be in the MVP voting again. Odell, 406 yards, 4 touchdowns, kind of taking a back seat this year. Kind of spreading the ball around. I don't hate it. Marshawn Lattimore, 2 interceptions. Myles Garrett, 6.5 sacks. Denzel with an interception. Harry's got an interception. What is his dev trait? Star dev. That was expected. I don't think they get to, they don't like to hand out superstars and superstar X factors right away in Madden 20, that's for sure. So Kerry will have to build his way up from star dev. But the division, I mean, the Steelers are still right behind us. The Ravens are right behind us. I mean, it's going to be a tough fight for the division, but I think we are clearly the favorites here. Yet again, another first round bye. We finished 12-3-1 this year. I don't know why, like the Madden 19, Madden 20, they're so obsessed with ties. For some reason, like every year you get a tie. But Baker led us to having the best offense in the league. Actually, I would say Kareem Hunt led us 1,600 yards, 22 touchdowns. Odell, yeah, everybody took a back seat here in the receiving game. Myles Garrett kind of had a quiet year himself, only 13 sacks. I mean, saying 13 sacks is a quiet year. That just shows how insane Myles Garrett is. Lattimore did finish with 3 interceptions. Denzel only finished with 1. But we have the best offense in the league, and I can't imagine the defense is that far off. Yep, nope, we have the best defense as well. This year's divisional round, it's going to be the New York Jets, who I believe still have Sam Darnold. They also should have Le'Veon Bell. They've got Jamal Adams, Le'Veon Bell, and Sam Darnold. Yeah, prime Jamal Adams. I would say prime Le'Veon Bell, but in Madden 19, he was insane. TJ Mosley, and outside of that, I mean, they're just very top heavy. Okay, we're already down 14-0. Okay, we're going to have to respond to your offense. We are going to have to shake back, and we have done that. 17 unanswered points. That is how you respond. 24 unanswered points. 27, 34 unanswered points. Yeah, this is a massacre. 44 unanswered points as we win 47-17. Baker had 4 tutties. Kareem 82. Odell with his best postseason game. 112 yards, 2 tutties. And Njoku, Callaway. Harry, our rookie, had an interception. Greedy Williams had a half a sack and an interception. And after that performance, Baker's got a skill point upgrade, so he's now up to a 97 with a +3 morale. Superstar X Factor Baker Mayfield, baby. So we're back in the conference championship, and I'm hoping that the Patriots do not have Tom Brady. No, they've got Deshaun. Oh, this is perfect. Stephon Gilmore, Deshaun, Shaq Mason. Oh, yes, Deshaun is trying. He's trying to spoil our plans of going back to back. The ghost of Deshaun Watson lives on. Denzel Ward's got himself a skill point. I'm hoping he's a superstar X Factor, but I don't think he's going to be. Nah, still a superstar. We have a 6 overall advantage on them. This should be slight. You know, I mean, I feel like this should be an easy game, but the script writers knew what they were doing with Deshaun Watson coming to Cleveland. They knew what they were doing, but I think we just have too much firepower. I think we do. 24, 17, 20, 31, 20. Yeah, we can just score at will. That's the thing. They can score, but we can score back. It's that easy. 48 to 32. Despite Deshaun Watson having a masterclass, we pulled through to another Super Bowl appearance. Baker had kind of a quiet game, only 2 touchdowns. I mean, it was because Kareem Hunt went crazy. 146, 2 touchdowns. Duke Johnson also had a touchdown. Odell with another touchdown. 77 yards and a touchdown. Carey with another interception. Myles Garrett with 2 sacks. In defense, really, I mean, they gave up 32 points, but at least they didn't give up more than 48 points. Well, the Panthers are the other team that makes the Super Bowl out of the NFC. 99, Luke Kuechly. Oh, Luke Kuechly didn't retire yet? I didn't know that. I thought he would have retired by now, but I guess not. McCaffrey's a 96. Brian Burns, DJ Moore. Who's their quarterback? Oh, it's Cam Newton, superstar X Factor still. Let me see. Let's check out our team before we play the Super Bowl. Everybody's still the same. I'm surprised Odell has not regressed yet. He is, he's only 28. Sheldon Richardson's a superstar now. That's a good sign. How old is he? He is 30 years old. And Carey's an 82. This team is honestly kind of flawless. Let me check. Who won MVP, though? Was it Kareem Hunt? It was Deshaun. Deshaun really won MVP, man. Kareem Hunt finished 9th. Deshaun Watson won MVP. Are you serious? Well, now that win is even better. Feels even better. Another day, another Super Bowl for the Cleveland Browns. We're up 3-0. Can we go back-to-back for the Cleveland Browns? For the city of Cleveland, they deserve this. After nearly having back-to-back winless seasons, we're about to have back-to-back Super Bowls, and this should be the nail in the coffin. 35 to 21. The Cleveland Browns have gone back-to-back. Sorry, Panthers fans. I know this is the only time you're going to see your team in the Super Bowl for quite some time. Baker wins Super Bowl MVP. Let's go. You know what? Deshaun Watson can have league MVP because we won Super Bowl MVP. There she is, man. Another year on the podium. Look at the fellas. Look at the fellas. Baker, well deserving of Super Bowl MVP. Kareem, how did Odell do? 121 yards. Way better this year than last year's Super Bowl, that's for sure. Myles Garrett, of course, had a sack. Mack Wilson, interception. That's going to do it for the defense. You know what? I guess I will re-sign Sheldon Richardson. He's a superstar dev. Let me get it done. Let me keep my cap. I want to keep my cap for the free agency. See what's out there. 13 mil in cap. I don't know what Nick Chubb's a free agent, but I think we picked right with sticking with Kareem Hunt because he's a 96 superstar X Factor. I'm thinking maybe we go. Let's get Jason Kelce a Super Bowl, huh? Well, let's go get Jason Kelce one. Actually, I don't think. No, never mind. We're going to get Von Miller. I'm sorry, Jason. You just got too many suitors. I don't even think we're able to afford Von. We're not gonna be able to afford Von Miller. Okay, well, never mind. We won't be able to afford any of those guys. So let me settle for like Kawan Short. I think this is like the most realistic option, realistic route. Here we go. 13 mil for Kawan. We are the clear leaders for him, and we should get him. I mean, we're back-to-back champions. I don't know why he wouldn't choose us over them. Oh my God, he actually rejected us. Kawan, you're a loser. Why would you not want to come get a free Super Bowl, buddy? You know what? Let's go get Richard Sherman. Let's go get Richard Sherman, huh? He's got no bidders. I feel kind of bad for him. So I'll add a superstar X Factor cornerback just for this final year. And he accepts. Okay, smart man. Unlike Kawan Short, who do not want a free Super Bowl. Okay, I think we need a backup running back. So let's draft Ashley Bass with our first round pick. Hidden Dev, he might be a guy, but he's not going to be the guy because we already have Kareem Hunt. Still zero sign of regression, man. This team is actually insane. I'm surprised Carey's not up in overall, but he's still good at an 85. But yet again, our season goal is going to be making it to the Super Bowl, and I think I'm going to make a trade real quick. Actually, we have 4 mil. I cannot make a trade. Gosh, I was actually going to make a little all-in trade, but we do not have the cap for that. 5-1-1. Yet again, we have another tie for some reason, but we have got to pay some fellas this year, including our quarterback, Baker Mayfield. Let me re-sign him. Jarvis, honestly, I might wait. I mean, it doesn't matter because it's our final year, but if I were to continue playing, this is what I would do. I would re-sign Jarvis, I guess. Why not? And everyone else, I would wait to the end of the year. Let's check out the stats. How are we doing, fellas? Baker, 11-4. Kareem, 630. Odell, 552-5. Myles Garrett has 10 sacks, so he is on pace for 20 sacks. That is insane. Hopefully he can get there. But our offense is the 7th best in the league. The defense is the 1st. Best defense in the league. Don't mind if I do. Let us sim to the playoffs, boys. Let's do it. Another year, another first round bye. We are actually at our worst season yet. 10-5-1. Baker 29-7. Kareem 1,700 yards, 18 touchdowns. Actually insane, man. Odell kind of I mean, everybody had a pretty down year. The team as a whole, everybody except Myles Garrett and Kareem Hunt. Myles Garrett 21.5 sacks. Goodness gracious. 6th best offense regardless. And defense is top 10. Wow. So they still took a regression. So he must have finished the second half of the season terribly. I mean, yeah, it must have been pretty bad. Let's see what happened at the end of the season. We went on a 3-game losing streak, but we finished the season winning 4 out of our last 5. And we still get a first round bye regardless. So, I mean, hey, we don't have to play in the wild card round. But we do have to play the 10-6 Miami Dolphins. They've got an 89 Xavier Howard. Oh, God, this team is awful. This team is so mid. Who is their quarterback? Josh Rosen. I don't know if we're going to win the Super Bowl this year, but I think we'll at least either make it there or make it to the conference championship. But here we go, man. Nonetheless, we are already down 7-0. Does our offense have what it's... Oh, Baker's getting intercepted. We're down 14-0. All right, Baker, we've got a test on our hands here. Well, we tied up, make it 14-14. Can we drop like 44 unanswered points again? That would actually be insane. But Baker keeps getting picked off. Baker, you've got a, that was a bad game, buddy. That was not the greatest I've seen from Baker. 3 interceptions. Kareem Hunt, 83 yards. Jarvis, Odell had 85 yards. Jarvis, 2 touchdowns. Of course, our boy Myles Garrett with the sack. Marshawn with an interception. And Denzel also with an interception. Our 2 superstar DBs. It is the Kansas City Chiefs that are coming to town. Let's see. This is the first time we've had to play them in the playoffs, this video. They've got a 99 Tyreek, a 99 Mahomes, 96 Kelsey. What? How have we not played them yet? How have we not played these dudes? I'm actually kind of surprised we didn't even play them yet. This is the first time. They're only an 82 overall, and, well, we're a 90. Well, here we go. Another Super Bowl is on the line here. Another Super Bowl appearance, I should say. And this is, I would say, our toughest test yet, just because we got to face off against Mahomes and Tyreek. Definitely our toughest test yet. But 17-17 in Mahomes. Are they going to dethrone the Cleveland Browns? If it's going to be somebody, it's going to be them. And they do just that. The scriptwriters just had to get Patrick Mahomes involved to ruin our three-peat opportunity. And Kareem with 88 yards. Odell 100 yards and a touchdown. But, I mean, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough, man, at all. Dak wins MVP, and Kareem Hunt finishes 7th in the MVP voting. This is a squad as we say goodbye, man. Kareem Hunt's a 99. Odell is a 99. Jarvis is 91. Baker's almost a 99. He's up to a 96. Myles Garrett's a 99. Denzel's a 96. Marshawn 95. Sucks we couldn't go out with the 3-peats, but I mean, we won 2 Super Bowls, so I guess that's good enough. That's going to do it for this throwback rebuild. If you boys wanted to see another Madden throwback rebuild where I save a career, just click right here.